Hey Bears fans, DeWitt and Nicholas Moreano here for CHGO, and we are making the case for prospects entering the 2023 draft for the Chicago Bears. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, that way you don't miss any of our Bears content all off season long. But let's go ahead and let's make the case for Nathaniel "Tank" Dell, the wide receiver out of Houston, who had 109 catches, 1,398 receiving yards, and 17, that's not a typo, touchdowns last season. He's 37th on PFF's top 150 and 89th on mock draft database. Nick, what do you like about Tank?
Everything I like about Tank. He was, I think, the most consistent wide receiver at the Senior Bowl practices. And you watch the one-on-ones, it's really not fair. It's really not fair how much separation and some of the things he was making these DBs kind of stumble over themselves in the route running. You immediately just gravitate towards this guy who is a smaller wide receiver, but still the way he's able to create separation and then have the hands with it. Just a playmaker is how I kind of described him while I was watching him do his thing in Mobile, Alabama throughout the Senior Bowl practices.
Yeah, he knows how to attack a DB's leverage and use it against him on the route that he's trying to run. And that ability allows him to create separation and become an easier target for his quarterback. There's a reason why he had 109 catches last year, is because he was always open. On top of that, he does bring third phase productivity here. He does have experience as a punt returner, and for Velus Jones Jr., not really taking that role last year. Dante Pettis, is he coming back to Chicago? There is a potential opening there for the Bears at that position.
And just to continue even more so on his ability as a wide receiver, his change of direction is elite in terms of when he has to make a cut or when he's in the open field, creating the yards after the catch. Again, there's a lot of things I like about Tank Dell, and even though, you know, he has a limited frame catch radius, anything that's in that radius, he's making that catch. Like, that's Tank Dell has shown consistency in that area of his game. But again, I can talk about this guy all day in terms of how he can, you know, help the Bears or be a good prospect. But Will, what are some of the things about Tank Dell that maybe just needs to work on a little bit?
Well, I don't know if he can work on this one, but his size is a concern here. 5'10", but 155. That's very thin here at the next level. 155. I weigh about 155 now, and obviously I'm 6'1", so there's a little bit of a difference there. But still, for Tank, that just needs to be something that he just continues to add a little bit of bulk to his frame, because the punishment he's going to take is going to be a little bit more than he did in college.
Yeah, and again, you question the durability for someone that small who's going to work primarily from the slot, catch balls over the middle of the field. You're going to take big hits, so that immediately comes into question. But also, like I just mentioned, he was primarily in the slot, and he was using bunch formation, stacked alignments, put in motion. Does he become more role-specific for an offense? Maybe so, but again, creativity can help unlock what he's capable of doing. So, Will, why make the case for a guy like Nathaniel Tank Dell?
Well, because he's role-specific, I don't think that means he's a gadget guy, though. I think he's a little bit more than that. You mentioned his ability to create separation, that change of direction, ability to make plays after the catch. When you're a receiver that can create separation from the DB pre-catch, and you have elite skills post-catch, your life is just so easy, and you can make a lot of special plays happen just because you have so much space to operate with, too. And Luke Getsy should, have a lot of just excitement having a player of his caliber at his disposal. And even though he is on the smaller side, I think he provides Chicago with a spark that they may be missing right now at the position.
I'll just say this: instant offense is what I think of when I think of the guy Nathaniel Tank Dell and what he's capable of doing at the next level. So if the Bears have an opportunity to add a player like that, I think you go out and do it.
Love it. All right, that's going to do it for today's Making the Case video on Tank Dell, the wide receiver out of Houston. If you want to catch all the other Making the Case videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss all of the Bears content we're going to be throwing at you all off season long.